They say legends never die, but in the shadows of Gotham, they evolve. Today we're stepping back into the cowl of the greatest superhero trilogy ever made. We aren't just playing a game, we're becoming the Knight. Welcome back to the last one, and this is why the Batman Arkham series is still the undisputed king of superhero gaming.
I've killed a lot of people. I brought the city to its knees, crippled the police force, and it's not even time to unwrap our presents. Ship it!
Let's do this.
Okay. So, what our friend Bane holds in his hand is a heart monitor. Once he clamps it on, every beat of his bacon little heart will charge the battery on this electric chair. And when it's fully charged... So either you kill Bane...
No, I won't kill him.
But you will. You will fight me with all your resolve, or you will die. Someone is going to die. You, me, or the clown. The question of which one of us it is in your hands.
The Batman Arkham series redefined what it feels like to be a superhero. The core of the experience is the free-flow combat system, a rhythmic dance of strikes, counters, and gadgets that makes you feel invincible yet focused. Whether you're chaining together a 50 times combo in a crowded room, or using the fear takedown to neutralize a squad of armed thugs in seconds, the gameplay is pure adrenaline. Beyond the brawling, the Predator encounters turn the game into a terrifying stealth thriller, where you are the monster in the shadows, using smoke pellets, explosive gel, and the iconic grapnel gun to dismantle your enemy's psyche before you even touch them. Narratively, the Arkham trilogy is a haunting descent into the madness of Gotham City. It begins with a claustrophobic power struggle in Arkham Asylum, spirals into a sprawling gang war in Arkham City, and reaches a shattering conclusion in Arkham Knight. The writing perfectly captures the toxic, can't-live-without-you relationship between Batman and the Joker, voiced brilliantly by Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. It isn't just a story about punching villains. It's a psychological deep dive into Bruce Wayne's greatest fears, his failures, and the heavy cost of wearing the cowl. By the time the Nightfall Protocol is triggered, you aren't just playing a game. You're witnessing the end of a legend. Batman Arkham Asylum, the first game in the series, was written by veteran Batman writer Paul Dini and developed by Rocksteady. The game takes place entirely on Arkham Island, which houses the eponymous Arkham Asylum, home of some of Batman's most notorious foes. In the main storyline, Batman must once again stop his archenemy, the Joker, who has instigated an elaborate plot to seize control of Arkham and trap Batman on the island, while threatening Gotham City with hidden bombs. While fighting through the asylum's inmates and attempting to restore order, Batman learns that the Joker has gained possession of a large quantity of Titan, an experimental chemical based on venom, the drug used by Bane to enhance his powers, and must destroy it before the Joker can use it for his nefarious schemes. Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, and Arlene Sorkin respectively voice Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn in the game, reprising their roles from the DC animated universe. After its initial release, Arkham Asylum received downloadable content that added new maps to the game's challenge mode, as well as the Joker as a playable character, albeit only on the PlayStation 3 and Return to Arkham versions. Batman Arkham City is the sequel to Arkham Asylum, and features a bigger cast of characters and a story again written by Paul Dini, along with Paul Crocker and Sefton Hill. Set 18 months after Arkham Asylum, the game sees Bruce Wayne incarcerated within Arkham City, a new super prison based in the decaying urban slums of Gotham City, established by former Arkham Asylum warden and current Gotham mayor Quincy Sharp. While contending with various inmates taking advantage of Arkham City's lawlessness, Batman must uncover the secret behind a sinister scheme, codenamed Protocol 10, orchestrated by the facility's warden, Hugo Strange. At the same time, the Joker is slowly dying due to the unstable properties of the Titan formula in his blood, and infects Batman with the same disease to force him to find a cure. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill reprise their respective roles as Batman and the Joker. Arkham City introduces side missions to the series, each focusing on different villains whose schemes Batman must thwart. It also features DLC that adds Catwoman as a playable character, along with her own campaign that runs parallel with the main story. In addition to Batman and Catwoman, the game's challenge mode also features Nightwing and Robin as playable characters. Another DLC, titled Harley Quinn's Revenge, adds a second campaign set after the main story, in which Robin must rescue Batman after he is captured by a vengeful Harley Quinn in Arkham City. Batman Arkham Origins is a prequel to the series, taking place 8 years before the events of Arkham Asylum. It was developed by WB Games Montreal and written by Assassin's Creed and Prince of Persia writers Corey May and Duma Wenchu. The game is the first in the series to feature multiplayer gameplay, developed by Splash Damage. The story follows a younger and less refined Batman, who has a bounty placed on his head by Black Mask, drawing 8 of the world's deadliest assassins to Gotham City on Christmas Eve. While attempting to bring Black Mask to justice, Batman must also contend with the police, who want to apprehend him for his vigilantism, and other villains taking advantage of the chaos in Gotham. The plot features key moments in Batman's career, such as his first encounter with the Joker, and the beginning of his partnership and friendship with Jim Gordon. Arkham Origins features roughly the same setting as Arkham City, Old Gotham, but with several changes to reflect the different time period, as the area has yet to be transformed into Arkham City. The setting also incorporates a new area of the city called New Gotham, located in the south, and the Batcave. Roger Craig Smith and Troy Baker voiced Batman and the Joker, respectively, replacing Conroy and Hamill from the previous 2 games. Like its predecessors, the game features DLC that adds new challenge maps and costumes for Batman, as well as Bruce Wayne and Deathstroke as playable characters in the challenge mode. The Cold Heart DLC adds a new story-driven campaign, set a week after the events of the main story, on New Year's Eve. It depicts Batman's first encounter with Mr. Freeze, borrowing heavy inspiration from the Batman the Animated Series episode, Heart of Ice. Batman Arkham Knight is the sequel to Arkham City, the only one to receive an M rating, and the biggest installment in the series. Intended to be the final Batman Arkham game, it was developed once again by Rocksteady, and released for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows on June 23, 2015. Set 9 months after the events of Arkham City, the game sees the return of the villain Scarecrow, who forces a citywide evacuation in Gotham and unites several of Batman's greatest villains in an attempt to destroy the Dark Knight once and for all. Scarecrow is aided by the mysterious Arkham Knight, who has a personal vendetta against Batman and seems to know all of his secrets. Although aided by several allies, Batman's quest to stop the villains is hindered by the Joker, who despite his death in Arkham City, lives on as a hallucination in Batman's mind and is slowly taking over his body. Arkham Knight is set in Uptown Gotham, which is located west of City, and Origins Old and New Gotham, and comprises 3 main islands, Bleak Island, Miagani Island, and Founders Island. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill reprise their roles as Batman and the Joker, respectively. DLC released for the game includes 4 side missions centered around the villains Killer Croc, Ra's al Ghul, Mr. Freeze, and Mad Hatter. Short story-driven missions set both before and after the main story, focusing on characters other than Batman, such as Batgirl, Red Hood, Harley Quinn, Nightwing, Robin, and Catwoman. Additional challenge maps, and skins for both the playable characters and the Batmobile, which makes its debut in the series as a drivable vehicle. On May 1, 2024, Batman Arkham Shadow, the next installment in the series, was announced, to be released exclusively on the MetaQuest 3 in late 2024. Developed by Camouflage and published by Oculus Studios, it is a direct sequel to Batman Arkham Origins, with Roger Craig Smith reprising his role as Batman. Taking place 6 months after the events of Arkham Origins, the game follows Batman as he attempts to stop a mysterious villain called the Rat King from destroying Gotham on the 4th of July, and depicts his transition from a violent and vengeful vigilante to a symbol of hope. Arkham Shadow was released on October 21, 2024, and was included for free with new MetaQuest 3 and MetaQuest 3S purchases until April 30, 2025. The game Injustice: Gods Among Us featured the Arkham City skin pack, containing downloadable costumes for Batman, Catwoman, and the Joker, based on their appearances in Arkham City. An Arkham City skin is also available for Harley Quinn. However, unlike the other Arkham City skins, it must be unlocked through the iOS mobile app version. In addition, the Arkham Asylum arena features appearances by Hugo Strange, Scarecrow, Killer Croc, Two-Face, Riddler, and Penguin, all of whom appear as they did in the previous Arkham games. The iOS version of the game features the Arkham Origins skins for Batman, Deathstroke, Deadshot, Joker, and Bane, as well the Arkham Knight skins for Batman, Catwoman, Batgirl, Harley Quinn, and the exclusive character Arkham Knight. The Arkham Knight costume for Batman also appears in the iOS version of Injustice 2. The character Arkham Knight eventually made his debut in the mainstream DC universe. However, this incarnation is not Jason Todd, but rather Astrid Arkham, the daughter of Arkham Asylum director Jeremiah Arkham and Ingrid Carlson. During her birth, a riot broke out during a prison transfer at the asylum. Despite the chaos, several villains assisted in delivering her safely, but one of the prisoners killed Ingrid with one of Batman's batarangs. Astrid grew up interacting with many of Arkham Asylum's patients and sympathized with their fear of Batman. After she found footage of her mother's death, she assumed Batman murdered her and trained herself for years to take away Batman's control over Gotham. She crafted the Arkham Knight identity to take vengeance on him, believing that the Arkham inmates were also his victims.
Blackgate Prison. The Joker has us pinned down in death row. Requesting reinforcements. Repeat, this is Captain Gordon requesting reinforcements. Pinned down on death row at Blackgate.
Joker has Gordon pinned down in death row. I need to hurry.
Cannot hide here now.
It's over, Alfred. I've defeated Bane.
Master Bruce? Master Bruce, are you alright?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
From the dark halls of the asylum to the rain-soaked streets of Arkham Knight, this series proved that being Batman is about more than just the gadgets. It's about the will to keep fighting when the city breaks. But what do you think? Is the Arkham series still the GOAT? Or has Marvel Rivals taken the crown for superhero action in 2026? Let me know your favorite Batman suit in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe to the last one for more epic gaming content.